Hello everybody. Information and analytical service is in touch Guru.Markets. Thank you for helping us. You will find forms of assistance in the description. Dear viewer, we kindly ask you to give this video a royal thumbs up. Your like is extremely important for the distribution of the channel Guru.Markets. Now we will analyze the main fundamental indicators of the corporation Hooker Furnishings, HOFT, ticker HOFT. This review is based on current data as of June 5, 2024. According to classification Guru.Markets company Hooker Furnishings, HOFT, belongs to the subcategory Furniture Products. 19 organizations participate in the analysis. This is quite representative. We start with summary information about the company. We will study each indicator in more detail a little further. If you want, you can pause the video. You can look at each parameter of the corporation in question more carefully. Access to the table with the classification of company tickers is absolutely free and free. We kindly ask you to disseminate the company's analysis on your social networks. So, friends, let's begin. Market capitalization of the corporation Hooker Furnishings, HOFT, is $0.18 billion. And the market capitalization of the subcategory is $21 billion. Hooker Furnishings, HOFT, accounts for a share of 0.881%. It is one of the small companies in the subcategory. The company's balance sheet capitalization is $0.22 billion. The subcategory's balance sheet capitalization is $8 billion. Hooker Furnishings, HOFT, accounts for a share of 2.945%. Having made a comparison of the shares of the exchange and book value, we will see the following. Occupied share Hooker Furnishings Corporation in a subcategory when assessing market value is 0.881%. The book value is 2.945%. Which is 234% more than the share of market value. Assessment of the company's share of market and book value in the subcategory. Good, 1 point. The organization's debts amount to $0.076 billion. Financial liabilities to book value amount to 34.5% of equity. Result on the company's debt level. Good, 1 point. The balance of the company's stock price to its profit is 19.3. With an average for the subcategory of 31.9, this is 39% lower than the average for the subcategory. Assessment of the company's stock price to profit ratios in comparison with companies in the subcategory. Good, 1 point. Profit for the last 12 months was $10 million. Projected earnings for the next 12 months are tentatively expected to be $14 million. 52.6% more than now. An assessment of the projected future profit indicator in comparison within the subcategory. Good, 1 point. The company's value-to-revenue ratio is 0.4. The average for the subcategory is 0.8, which is 50% lower than for the subcategory. Evaluation of the company's market price-to-revenue indicators in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Good, 0.5 points. Revenue for the last 12 months was $430 million. Projected revenue for the coming 12 months is expected to be $660 million. This is 53% more than currently. Assess projected future sales performance against subcategory performance. Good, 1 point. The sales margin is 2.2%, with an average for the subcategory of 2.5%. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 0.3%. Marginality assessment in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Tolerable, 0 points. The company's share by number of employees in the subcategory is 1.349%. This is a 53% increase in market capitalization share. This fact reflects the discrepancy between the company's exchange price Hooker Furnishings, HOFT, probably towards underestimation. The amount of capital per company employee is $152,000. Whereas for the subcategory it is $233,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 34.8%. Estimation of the amount of market capital of a company per employee in comparison with the indicators of subcategory companies. Good, 0.5 points. The profit per employee is $7,900. With the average for the subcategory, $7,300. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 8%. Estimation of profit for each company employee in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Good, 0.5 points. The share of sales for each employee of the company is $360,000. By subcategory $294,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 22%. Estimation of revenue per individual company employee in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Good, 0.5 points. The volume of short transactions was 1.1%, with an average for the subcategory of 4.2%. This is an indicator of possible short squeeze risk. Indicator RSI, 14, shows a level of 41% for the company Hooker Furnishings, HOFT. While in the subcategory the RSI level, 14, is approximately 47%. Technically, securities of the subcategory are quoted approximately the same as shares Hooker Furnishings, HOFT. Comparing the movement of a company's stock price Hooker Furnishings, HOFT, and subcategory companies. We see that over 12 months the company's shares Hooker Furnishings Corporation showed a change of 7.7%. 32.3% are against price changes in the subcategory. This does not clearly indicate anything, but this fact must be taken into account. Before announcing the total score, please write your assessment of the company Hooker Furnishings, HOFT, in the comments to this video. We monitor comments and try very hard to respond to almost everyone. Your responses in the comments greatly help spread the word from Guru.Markets. The result is as follows: 7 out of 10 points. The average result for the subcategory is 1.9 points. If you look broadly, within the entire market as a whole. Note that the average score for the stock market in the aggregate is 0.4 points. Against a 7-point rating for the company Hooker Furnishings Corporation. Let's go to the order table, which is available to you. The link to it is in the pinned comment. The order table contains all previously made decisions by the information and reference evaluation system Guru.Markets. Access to the order table is free and open. Link in pinned comment. As a result of stock analysis, Hooker Furnishings Corporation. Information and reference system for stock valuation Guru.Markets. The following decision was made. Open an order because Hooker Furnishings, HOFT, one of the most undervalued companies in the subcategory. Thank you all very much for watching to the end and for using the information and reference system Guru.Markets. You really are the coolest audience in the world.